Hi, it's Kathy from Raven Vintage. I am excited to be part of this collaboration. It's hosted by Paper Terrace, the 2024 Paper Terrace Base Pages Collaboration Series. I was really excited that Jessica asked me, and I'll tell you a little backstory in a moment. But basically, starting July 15th, you've probably already started watching because I'm a few days in for my turn, but she contacted some creators and asked us to pick a prompt from her list and then create a video, a beginner style video on our interpretation of that junk journal element. So I have picked door, and I have something very simple to do to show you my take on a door. And it's not your typical fairy door or like Enchanted Forest door. It's not one of those. It's something a little bit different. And it is probably one of the most simple things you'll ever do. Now, back to the whole excitement for me. Years ago, when I first didn't even know what a junk journal was, I was the type of person that would take a notebook, and my family, we're a family of list people. We make lists, and I would open my notebook and I would maybe cut something out and glue it on this page, and then I would add something, just a little bit, kind of a glue book idea, and then I started to give those as gifts. Made one for my daughter, so of course I printed out pictures of some of her favorite books we read when she was a child, that sort of thing, photographs, just computer paper, just printed and cut them out and glued them throughout the notebook, so as she was going through her book she'd see these little surprises. So that was my extent of what my fun with paper was. I came across this video. It was Paper Terrace, and I found it. I actually found the original video the very first time I laid eyes on a junk journal, and Jessica posted that 7 years ago. I dug through and I found it. She's been doing this a long time, and she certainly got me hooked. So if you want to look back, it's from 7 years ago, and it's called The Different Types of Journals. What's a junk journal? What's a smash book? And that was the video that got me hooked. I'm like, what is she doing? I need to know everything right now. How did she do that? How'd she put it together? Where'd she get all the cool supplies? So for a beginner, I recommend Paper Terrace as someone to follow and to watch her videos, because it's a great place to learn. And she has this fabulous idea for this collaboration, of course. So what we're doing is we are creating a prototype book, let's say. So we each take these prompts, and for 15 days we're going to do something in our book each time, and then you're going to save this as a reference or a go-to book so that you can go back and get inspired or be reminded of that tutorial. So here we go. So here's the book. I did like an altered book style. I have another video showing how I go about that. So the inside cover actually looked like this. And then I just used some very thin scrapbook paper and cut that and trimmed it to size. And then this is what's left from the top of the 12 by 12. So I kept this for this project today. So I selected door for my prompt. There's some great creators on here. Cindy Lewis, Kentucky Crafter, Dear Julie. It's going to be a fun series to watch and to play along with. So I selected door. So I have, these are printables from my Etsy shop. These are it's called mini oil paintings. And this is what we're going to actually use for our doors. So I think I'm going to do this one. I'm going to pick up the bluey greens from this one here. So that's easy. Let's just trim that out. So I know, like I said, a door, when you think of door, we usually think of fairy doors or gnome doors. I don't know what all kinds of doors, but like an Enchanted Forest door, or just, a typical wooden door, an actual photo of a door or image of a door. Or you make your own fairy doors and open them up like a bifold door or double door, or just a single door. I'm going to do a single door using these mini oil paintings. I'm going to use the inside cover of my book. So I've done this before, because I'll show you in a minute why I like to use the matching paper and what I like to put behind this door. There we go. Okay, so I suggest inking your edges now so we don't forget, and we've already done more to this piece and then it's too late. So this is going to be our door, and you can probably already guess what I'm going to put behind here. It's going to be "This book belongs to," that's what the label is going to go back behind there. So I wanted to use a door handle. I'm going to use a brad. These I bought at a thrift store. I think the other package says it was $1.99 I gave for these, and I like these little, you can use also like these brads like this for your door handle, but I'm going to use this one because I think it actually looks more like a door handle with the trim. And let's find a color we like here. I think I'm going to go, don't want it to be too big. I think I'm going to stick with one of the smaller ones, and I think I'm going to use one of these colors because it matches this paper a little more. Okay, so you can eyeball this. You don't really need to measure, but I'm just going to give myself a little, so that's the middle. And I just want my door handle off to the side. Just move this for a sec. So in here, and I want it right above there. I don't want to cover up this little guy. So this is going to be my door handle. It's a very small hole is all we need. I'm going to poke that through. Being careful not to rip our paper. Okay, so that's going to be our door handle. And then we'll just flatten out the brad arms here, or wings, or whatever they're called. There we go. There's your door handle. I want to cover up the back of my brad. So just add some glue. Now, if I was really smart, I'd do it this way so it's the same direction as my pattern here. So that might be a word to the wise, is you can put it whatever you want on the back here, but I'm just like it to match here. But my pattern is going to go a different direction, so maybe don't use a pattern sheet if you're following what I'm doing. But for now, we're just going to cover up this whole the whole thing. So we're just gluing the paper to cover up our brad, basically. So not a lot of tools needed for this quick little project. Just some glue, scissors, and you something to poke your hole for your brad, and then you will need you'll need your knife and a ruler. So let's see here. Let's do this one. Cover up the brad, basically. Very simple. Trim, trim. Here's the thing. We're going to glue down the frame itself, and we're going to cut here, here, and here, 3 sides. So this will actually be the part of the door that opens up. Let's see here. So where's my knife? There it is. It's just very careful. Remember, you don't want to cut your door, your hinge side. We only want to trim out the parts that are going to open up. Little hidden door. Here we go. So from here, you want to cut right through both pieces of paper, like the paper you just glued on. Now that might shift on me, so I'm going to try to hold it with 2 hands. And then the bottom, same thing. Trim your door. There we go. You can go away from the, oh, now I'm going crooked. Going rogue. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to ink up my sides a bit. Don't want any white showing. And then I might flip it over and ink it from the other side. Yes. A little heavy on the corners. Okay, there we go. And then let's ink up our frame too. All right. There we go. There. Pretty quick, pretty easy. So I have different labels, like I'll probably use something like this and trim that out for someone to write who the book belongs to. All right, again, using my precision glue bottle because less mess, less glue used. It's a win-win, like that. There we go. And all four sides of the frame, just the frame, just the frame. Be over. I'm just gonna eyeball where I want this, a little closer to the top, I think. There we go. And that's it. Okay, so that looks like your little door. You open it up, and inside we're going to put this book belongs to. And this one's, see, my glue came off a bit there. Fix that. Everything's fixable in a junk journal. Okay, now I didn't realize this until just now. This is a mortuary tag. I don't know if you can. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I didn't know if you could see that. It says name of deceased, cause, physician, funeral director. So let's get rid of that. What is that tag from? But it's a sticker. That's hilarious. Okay, because I can't cut a straight line, I'm actually going to use... That's hilarious. I didn't realize that. Sorry about that. Oh, too funny. Too funny. I just thought, oh, it'll say name, whatever. I'll keep the date though. Place, weight, height. Nobody needs to know that. So let's just get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Ink up my sides. Sure, Jessica is not going to have me back again. Okay. So I'm going to put that right there. Maybe I will later embellish. Actually, let's just do that right now. We'll embellish as we go. Add a little butterfly because I like those. Use these a lot. Can never have too many butterflies. Ever, ever. In my opinion. Able to get the edges off. There it goes. Okay. So I'm going to put you about smack dab middle. There we go. Happiness, happiness. I'm going to put you here. And keep you inside the frame though. Again, for these things, that's what these little glue bottles are so great for. Excellent. There we go. And then let's just finish it off for my collab book. This is going to be my book of ideas. So this is the 2024, hosted by Paper Terrace, which to me this is nostalgic. Like I said, first video I ever watched. Base Pages collaboration series. Base Pages. Have you ever followed a series all the way through? And of course, my name is Kathy. That's my little book. So that's my take on a door. I have not completed an entire collaboration or an entire series that are out there. I will one of these days. I'm still working full time, so I don't necessarily have time to journal every day. I really wish I did. I'm getting closer. I'm hoping to do that. There we go. That's my take on a door. So I like to use, you don't have to, like I said, but I like to use the same paper as the rest. It just, I think it's a nice flow. And underneath is your little, this book belongs to, and in this case, I've entitled my book. I've used a mini oil painting and a brad. Pretty simple project. I hope you enjoy. Please follow the rest of the series. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to fill up my prototype book with ideas from the other gals. And let me see, running again July 15th and it goes for 15 days. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.